Welcome to day 2 of the design workshop, and today we are going to make this beautiful awesome flyer design in Canva. So let's jump right to Canva and do that now. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is to create a new page. Come to this plus icon which is create. If you're using your smartphone, it should be right in the center bottom part of your phone. So you're going to use the Instagram portrait size, which is this one, 4:5. Okay, we're going to click on it and it's going to open up a new page for us to design, and we are going to bring in our element. All right, now that our page has opened, we're going to paste in our design element. Your design element is going to be in the description, or just check the exercise file as you have it on the site, or maybe you're watching it on YouTube or you are watching it in the WhatsApp community. You get access to the design elements for you to actually practice these 3 elements. So we're going to create this plus icon, and I like working from left to right. So we have these elements. I'm going to drag this one now into my design, and I'm going to make it real big. Okay, I'm going to make it real big. All right, let's make it big. And now what we have is this. Okay, and I can make it a little bit smaller. Okay, at least something like this. Okay, and what we can do, we're going to make a copy of it by duplicating in the plus and make sure it's in the center. We're going to remove the background of this one. Okay, we'll see the reason why in a moment. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're going to crop out this extra part. Okay, we're going to crop out this extra part, and now we're going to bring in this flower. Okay, and we're going to drag it into our design, and we're going to make this one big. I'm going to place it somewhere here. I'm going to duplicate it by clicking on this plus icon, and we're going to place it somewhere here. We're going to come to position and come to layer, and we're going to drag it behind this one that we've removed the background. Okay, now this is what we got. So we need this last element. Okay, and we're going to drag it into our design, and we're going to make it big, and we'll place it by the side, something like this. Okay, now what's left now is for us to bring in the text and everything that is needed to make the design come alive. The design, the celebrant's name and all that. So we're going to come to text. Okay, and we're going to say add the text box. Okay, and now we're just going to type the celebrant's name, Kate. Okay, and we're going to make it real big. We're going to scale it. I'm holding down my Alt key while I'm dragging. It's going to make it really big. Okay, and we're going to come to font, and we're going to select a font for it. We're going to use this New Montreal. Okay, and we're going to make it bold. It's still loading. We're going to make it bold. Okay, if it's not making it bold, select all the text. Okay, let's change this to capital letter K. Select all and come to bold, and now that we are having it as bold, we can change the color now to something related to the design. Whenever you're designing, Canva will always bring colors from the image that you can use. Okay, we have this image here now, and we have all these colors. So I'm going to pick this light one, and if I click off now, it's going to have that color. So what I can do now is to drag it behind here, and I'm going to make it real big again, something like this. Just drag it a little bit downward, and we're going to come to position, and what we can do now is to drag it behind the one that will remove the background. Again, what we can do, we're going to come to opacity and drag the opacity to be somewhere around 40-ish. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do, we're going to bring in a text box again. Come to type text, rather come to add text box. This time we're going to type Michelle, MICHELLE. Okay, I hope my text typed. Yes, it did, but my first word is not corresponding, so I'm just going to put the word M, and I'm going to change all this. I'm going to type it again because I want it to be small caps. Okay, Michelle, LE. So I'm going to select all, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to choose a font. Okay, this time I'm going to choose a font for my machine called Brittany. Okay, Brittany is a font that is very popular, and I have these other ones that I've imported into my design, but I'm not going to use all that because I want you to have access to the ones that we are doing. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to click off, and now it has the same color with this text that we've done because that's the last color we chose. So we're going to come here and place it somewhere here, And now we're going to duplicate it by clicking on this plus icon. We're going to keep this one by the side. We're going to see what we're going to use it for. And this one, we're going to drag it behind the model, the one that we removed the background. Again, we're going to reduce the opacity to about 40-ish or thereabout. Then this one, what we can do with it is going to come to effect, because we want the letter to be big. Let me place it here so that you can see it. We're going to come to outline, and by adding outline, you see that it's now bigger, but we're going to make it the same color with the inner color so that it can be the same thing. So I'm going to make it like this. Now you see how bold it is. Okay, so this one we're going to make it really big. Okay, we're going to make it real big, and now we're going to drag it somewhere here like this. It's still not big enough. Okay, I'm still going to make it real big. Okay, somewhere like this. And what I can do is to come here and drop the opacity to somewhere around 20, 26, 24, something like this. And we can position it somewhere. You can position it randomly. Okay, now that we are done with that, we're going to duplicate the word Kate, because we need that font and that weight. So we're going to come here and going to come to duplicate, and it's going to bring it to the front. So what we can do now is to reduce the opacity, to reduce the size of this one, and we're going to add the name of the celebrant, which is the full name rather. So we're going to come here and we're going to type in the word Michelle Kate. Okay, I'm going to hit our enter key so that we have it in double line. We're going to select all, and we'll use this uppercase tool, and we're going to left align it, and we're going to come here and we're going to reduce the spacing so that it can be close. Okay, now what we have is this. Now we're going to make the opacity to be 100%. Okay, and now we can push. Let's click off first. We can drag our text and make sure it aligns with this one. What you can do is, as you're dragging it, you can see those lines, but it still doesn't align with it. So what you can do is to bring in your guide. Hit Shift arrow on your keyboard is going to bring in this and just align it. Then from here, now you cannot properly align this thing to fit in well. Okay, you can use your keyboard to match it. And now what we can do again is to duplicate this one. Select your text and duplicate and drag it to the top here. Now we're going to type happy birthday. Happy. We're going to hit our enter button and type birthday. So on this now, we're going to click off, come back and remove the all caps, and we're going to remove the boldness. Okay, then this text, we're going to make it white or something related. We're going to come to this icon here and we're going to push this, okay, to be something close. Don't make it real white. Okay, with this we are almost done with the design. Okay, we're going to select both of this and we're going to drag it down. Now the last thing we're going to do is to bring in a shape. We're going to come to element and we're going to come to shape. Okay, and we are going to bring in a rectangle. You can click it here or you can click it here. Okay, now that we have this, we're going to come here and we're going to make it this color. From the image we have this color. Now we're going to pick this color, and now we're going to come to this plus icon, come to gradient. Then on this color we're going to change it to this very color that we have before. So what we can do is to use this eyedropper tool, and we're going to pick this same color that we've used before, but we're going to come here again, select the color. Now that it's the same color with this two, we're going to drag the opacity and make it transparent to 0, transparency to be 0. So what we can do now, we're going to rotate our shape, okay, so that we have it flowing from right to left. So we're going to make it big, okay, and we're going to stretch it this way. And now let's make it 90% rotated. So we're going to come here, and we're going to drag this all the way to the back. Okay, just before we have this last image, we can also drag it above this layer. No, let's drag it all the way to the back. So now we have kind of a source of light falling on the image, reflecting, kind of reinforcing the light that was on the original image. So on this image now, we're going to do our last retouching, which is the most important thing. We're going to come to edit and On edit, we're going to come to adjust. Then on adjust, we're going to come to vibrance, and we're going to turn this slider up. Now look at the image, it's becoming brighter and better. And now we're going to come to sharpness, and we're going to increase it a little bit, around 20, 19 or thereabout. And we're going to come to shadow, and we're going to increase the shadow. This is going to take some of the dark part out of the image. And there you have it. Your flyer is ready. So thanks so much for watching. What you can do for me now, take the exercise file, do exactly the same thing, and submit in the group. You can submit in the group, and I'll assess your design and how far you were able to get it right. I'm noticing a mistake in my design right now, and I want to correct it. Now you can see that this text, this birthday, let me click off, let me drag this. You can see that this birthday and this Michelle, they are not really aligned. So what I can do is to select it and use my keyboard to nudge it until it aligns properly. Now what we have is this. Okay, now we are better. I can also move this one upward, okay, so that we have our L here straight. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.